Tensions are high tonight after Iran launched its largest attack ever against Israel, firing nearly 200 ballistic missiles as retaliation for attacks that killed leaders of Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Iranian military. It is the latest round in a series of escalating attacks between Israel and Iran and its Arab allies that threatens to push the Middle East closer to a region-wide war.
KTLA's Mary Beth McDade joins us now live in the KTLA News Center with the very latest. MB.
Sharon Micah, on the eve of Rosh Hashanah, one of the holiest days in the Jewish faith, Iran launched its biggest attack against Israel. Now there are fears this battle could escalate into an even broader international conflict. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vows retaliation, saying Iran made a big mistake and it will pay for it.
Israel under siege. Iran launches nearly 200 missiles into the Jewish state, lighting up the skies over Jerusalem and Tel Aviv, sending millions of people to take cover in air raid shelters. While a few missiles did come crashing down, causing some damage inside Israel, most were intercepted by Israeli and U.S. forces.
We have made clear that there will be consequences, severe consequences for this attack, and we will work with Israel to make that the case.
Iran says it fired the missiles as retaliation for attacks that killed leaders of Iran-backed groups Hezbollah and Hamas, and a commander with the Iranian military. The Israeli military says Iran's attack will not go unpunished.
Iran's attack is a severe and dangerous escalation. There will be consequences.
Kamala Harris and Donald Trump reacted to the attack on the campaign trail.
I've been talking about World War III for a long time, and I don't want to make predictions because the predictions always come true. We're not going to make, but they are very close to global catastrophe.
As I have said, I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend itself against Iran and Iran-backed terrorist militias.
Iran's airstrike comes after the Israeli military began a ground invasion against Hezbollah in Lebanon on Monday. Israeli troops say they're trying to push the terrorist group back away from its border. Israel and Hezbollah have been trading fire across the Lebanon border almost daily since October 8th, the day after Hamas sent fighters into Israel, sparking a war in Gaza. Today, many Gazans could be seen celebrating Iran's action against Israel. As the world braces for more conflicts in the Middle East, the U.S. military is sending a second aircraft carrier to join its substantial arsenal already stationed in the region.
It's still in the world's interest to prevent regional conflict between Israel and Iran and Iran's proxies. So I think that we are going to see a lot of a diplomatic push to try to prevent further escalation.
The UN Security Council has scheduled an emergency meeting for tomorrow morning to address the escalating situation in the Middle East. For now, here in News Center, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Mary Beth, thank you for that.